Sun continues to hammer down. The temperature's still up around 33 degrees local. It's Shani Smale who gets us started. Sends it up. It's good work from Levi. There's an early touch that'll bring the ball back in possession of Australia. Here's Faith Nathan. The other speeds through on the other side of the field. Tarita, BB Tarita, powering forward up towards halfway. Man heavily. On the other side was Nathan. Gets back to her feet. She's okay. Nice long ball there from Ashby and went to Alicia Lefau Fako Silaire. There's Levi. Kaslik probing, switching up play for Tarita. Good defence this from New Zealand. In goes Felix Hotham, and we're coming back for that shot on Faith Nathan. She was really slow to get up. Says, what did you catch live?
I need to watch this one back. Ooh, that does not look good. That is a clear head-on-head. Faith looking for some validation from the ref straight after this collision.
That's straight red if we're staying consistent with last night's.
Craig, we got foul play against New Zealand 83.
On Tegan Levi.
Yep. It's direct head-on-head contact with a high degree of danger and no mitigation.
So it'll be 7 on 6 for the next 13 minutes.
Back 10, please. Max it, back 10.
It's still going to be so hard to break down this New Zealand women's outfit, who, as we said, at the top of the broadcast, have won 20 straight on Australian soil. Here come the locals. They're going to capitalise with that one-woman advantage earlier. It's a loose carry and it's lost forward. And New Zealand turn away the first threat.
That was a huge defensive effort from Tyler King. We know that they're working with a numerical advantage in Australia. Maddie Ashby trying to exploit that space, run close to the sideline, but covered really, really well by Tyler.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
King feeds and had a look short side. They'll have to play bunched here. Down a woman. It'll need to be a power game from the New Zealand women if they can somehow roll over the top of Australia here in Perth. Levi with the tackle.
Step 55, step.
Great ball placement back there from Blythe. Setting up play. Smale goes on the blitz, makes the tackle, but then gets penalised for not rolling away.
Go to.
This will give New Zealand a bit of room of relief. They're playing a woman down, hot conditions. In order to control the game, they need to be able to control these moments.
Well, you've done this at test level with the Wallaroos, says. You're down a woman. How do you go about managing the remainder of the game? What's the first thing that you look to do, then the second, and then the third?
The first thing is about controlling the controllables, particularly when you're having your own set piece, being able to control the narrative of that, but just being really calm and composed. Last thing you want is to be frantic when you're already under immense pressure.
It's a steady carry away from their own try line here. 10 out New Zealand. Australia looking for the counter. They pile in and they won it back. It is there for Australia. Ashby clears it wide. Good hands across the line for Nathan, who will go in untouched. She is all pace out wide, and Australia lead by 5.
Faith Nathan, she's fast, she's athletic, but it all came off the back of this huge, huge counter ruck. 3 Australian bodies there forcing the turnover. Maddie Levi being able to turn it back. But look at this big, big pill from Alicia, finding space on the edge in Faith Nathan. She's a finisher, and that she does.
Such contrasting body shapes on the left edge and the right edge for Australia. Maddie Levi towers at 6 feet even. This woman, 5'4" at a stretch. Both have such pace though, and it is Nathan with the first in this Cup quarter-final between Australia and New Zealand. Back in possession, the visitors. It'll take something special, a breakout play from one of their stars. That was Stacey Walker. There aren't many better than Stace on the circuit. Neither this woman, Blyde almost splitting the defence. That'll come off the toes. That'll be play on. Australia need a scramble here. They can't get a handle on through the chasing Felix Hotham. And now it's there for the Aussie veteran. Smale, the 35-year-old, the Olympic gold medalist in 2016, setting up play for some of the youngsters here. Ashby watches on as they scoot away through and under the posts for another 5-pointer.
Maddie Ashby, she is so impressive. She's already crossed the line today for Australia twice, adding a third stroke. This was a fine play. They played to the short edge. Alicia pumps the ball, dummies. Read perfectly by Ashby. She's such a fine playmaker, not often the one crossing the line. So great to see her be the benefactor of this one.
So the one-woman advantage working out okay at the moment for Australia as Shani Smale throws over the conversion. Smale flatbacks this one. It won't go the 10. Will come back to the centre of the park, halfway. New Zealand ball.
Solid opportunity here for New Zealand. Again, only operating with 6 women after they saw Georgie Miller be red carded.
The last time these two sides met in a Cup quarter-final was way back, says, in 2015-16. It was a lifetime ago. King standing and popping smartly. Found Puri Lane, the captain. Felix Hotham goes away on the angle, switches play for Blyde. Looks out, looks in, fends off one. Almost gets away from Smale, still there for Puri Lane, who works at crossfield. Now New Zealand have the penalty. And is there a double tap here? There is. There might be a yellow card. It might be 6 on 6.
Wait, Matthew, coming up to you. Potential foul play, please.
This could really hurt Australia. They're looking here at the collision between Maddie Levi and Stacey Walker. Clear shoulder on face. This is not going to look good for Australia. She's just made her return back now onto the circuit on this Australian leg, but that you cannot play a blind eye to.
Maddie Levi has just returned from suspension. Red carded in their Cup final win over in Cape Town against France. That's for a high shot as well. As I said, she's 6 feet tall, just gets to get a little lower in contact.
Matt, are you coming through?
Craig,
Yep.
there is foul play against Australia 12.
Yep.
Direct contact with the head,
Yep.
a high degree of danger, and
Yep.
no mitigation.
No mitigation.
Correct.
Direct head to head, no mitigation.
This game has had it all. Australia have their second red card in this tournament. There's no other way to put it, but the discipline is hurting them. And to lose their strike star in a game as
ready.
important as this
Good to go.
is huge.
Well, Aussie coach Tim Walsh said last night in the wrap-up,
Scrum forward.
we should be called the Aussie Sixers at the moment. Such is the discipline dramas that we have at the moment, and we won't be seeing Maddie Levi again this weekend, I don't think.
But if we get through to the final, we'll see Tegan. But now looking at this match, both teams are matched with 6 players on 6.
Crouch. Bind.
Right. They know nothing
Set.
but victory in Australia in recent times too. The New Zealand women, they've won their last 20 straight here, Blythe. How about that for an angle? Ashby stood strong in the tackle though. The line was good, so was the tackle, and Australia bang, a half-time lead. They are up by 12 here in the Cup quarter-final against New Zealand. Always dangerous, New Zealand women's outfit. 7 to go. We just heard Michaela Blythe at the break say, let's get up and get them back. It's just 7 minutes of your life. Australia looking to stay in the running for a third straight Cup title this series. Nathan, they scored the opening, drilled there in the tackle by Puri Lane. That's loose for Smale. Smale under all sorts of pressure. Caslick back to help secure possession. She's out-muscled at the breakdown, and all of a sudden the ball's there for New Zealand. Surely they score. It's Blythe. She was the one doing the talking at half-time, and she levels up the chat in game 2.
Blythe certainly backs up the chat that we overheard at halftime. She said to get up and to get on the board early. Here off broken play, she's faced with a one-on-one with Bienta Rita. But we know that when she's that close to the line, she'll always get the job done. And now New Zealand have entered the chat genuinely for the second half. This is a strong battle between two of the best teams in the world.
There's just so much room for both these sides to operate now. 6 on 6, acres of space here at HBF Park. 12-7 the score. New Zealand looking to suck all the air out of HBF Park with victory here and down the locals. Caslick quiet in that first half. Goes over to Lefau Faka-Osile. Smale, can she clear the pass there? It was on if she could have freed it up. No, no one's there for it. Australia, terrible communication at the back. And now the New Zealand penalty. There was no one there at the base of the breakdown to clear the pass. It was on across to the right.
And the counter-ruck from this strong New Zealand side was too much to handle. Goes to show there isn't much that separates this team, but you have to be precise and you have to nail your role.
Puri Lane's been good, the captain. Switching play late here. Saili dropped by Tarita. That was a must-make tackle now, a penalty. Not rolling the call. New Zealand looking to go quick. Puri Lane, it's on over the left. Did they catch a hand? No, it's off the chest. It's off the chest. Australia blowing up deluxe to no avail. It's another try, and you know who it is. Michaela Blythe with a second.
Crazy to watch back this replay, because as it looks here, thought she'd knocked it on, but
That
it
hit
come
her.
off her hand though.
Hit the forearm.
Surely that is a knock on.
Clear as day off the knee onto the forearm of the right side, surely.
Oh, we didn't nail that one in terms of our decision making.
Hang on a second. We've got a TMO operating here to stop those decisions. And that's the only time we get TMO involved. 100% that's hit the right forearm.
That is a clear as day knock on. Here goes off her. Push forward
There.
her arm, yes. I certainly see it that way. Oh, that is really frustrating. Oh,
The try stands.
Back on.
Unbelievable. 14-12. Caslick dumped. Australia are going to do it the hard way. They led by 12. Now trailing by a couple. There's a lovely offload from the foul. Faka-Osile out. They swing it to the left. Charita, one of the best finishers, getting around. Cuts infield. Has support runners everywhere, including Caslick. Blythe coming back, looking to cut down the angle. Caslick goes in, and Australia are back in front.
in these games, you look to your big players. Bienta Rita linking up with Charlotte Caslick has to be one of the most impressive plays we've seen in this. Biantarita, strong finisher, beats Stacey Walker back on the inside. But you can always count on Charlotte Caslick to be at the right place at the right time. That ball couldn't have popped up any better for her. And she clears the coast.
(17-14). 2 minutes 20 to play here in Perth. Who else but Caslick and who else but Blythe running her down and denying that easy put down under the posts, which would have made the conversion a gimme. And now the difference is 3. And Portia Woodman-Wycliffe, the New Zealand rugby legend, to get 7. She's done it in 15s as well, is on the park. How about that for an operator to call on late from coach Corey Sweeney. 6 on 6. Lethal Pakosala, good over the ball. That'll be a penalty for Australia. She's immovable. Ashby, they want to go fast here. Detoy kicks out of the tackle. Oh, it's Domi Detoy. She can't believe it. There's the try, and Australia are now clear by 8.
Dom Detoy has officially entered the chat, and that is how you make the impact off the bench. Straight off this counter ruck by Alicia Vilafranco-Soler. She's able to turn the ball over. They pull the ball into space. It was that quick under-wrap play by Charlotte that puts Dom Detoy. She still had work to do, but she did it. That is super impressive from Dom.
It has been a crazy cup quarter final. You expect nothing less when it's the 2 best sides in the world going at it. Georgia Miller was red-carded early. Australia set up a 12-point lead. New Zealand fought back through Blythe to make it 14-12. And on the other side of that, it's been all Australia. The difference now 10. The clock working in favour of New Zealand, of Australia rather, to shut out New Zealand here. Can they create one more opportunity? I think no will be the answer. Detoy trying to feed it back on the floor.
All good there, knock on. Scrum goal.
One last scrum to come, and Australia will feed it.
This is a real strong opportunity attack for this Australian side to really, really seal this game. Execution is what they need most here. Playing with 6 players against 6 players hasn't really rolled out the way they wanted to, but this is crucial.
Well, ironically, I spoke to Maddie Levi yesterday, and she said part of the reason that we're so good, we back ourselves, is we've been forced to do it with just 6 women on the field a couple of times this series in must-win occasions, and they've done it again. They have done it again, and they are through. They take down the heavyweights. They end New Zealand's 20-game win streak in Australia. The Aussie women are on their way to the business end. Too good here, full time. Australia 24, New Zealand 14.